Beyonce prohibited photographers from taking photos of her.
We have some major updates on recent drama.
And BTS revealed their dream careers before their BTS fame.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Side note, before we continue, I'm Emile and Sussan Jr.
I'm Sussan Morad.
Now, before we continue, the other day we were talking about somebody who commented. If you watched Friday's episode, we did You're So Clever, and Susan was reading and she talked about some people who were saying, what does DHR mean? And we talked about how it's in the intro. I also was watching back. It's right there next to us the whole time. It says Daily Hollywood Rundown. It literally says it right there.
Hollywood Rundown.
We were doing this whole thing like, oh, if you watch the intro, and I'm like, it's also
Clearly
right next to us.
we don't look around
Right.
the studio. If you could actually see around the studio right now, we should give you a studio tour. Let us know in the comments section if you would actually like a studio tour, or if you like it to not have one and just kind of keep the mystery and the magic going.
If you
know?
do want one, let's just say it won't take long. But we have a lot of tea to get into. But while you're here, go ahead and subscribe. I went down the wrong path. Subscribe and click that bell.
And leave us comments because we're going to be doing You're So Clever on Friday. And I saw some really great comments yesterday that I already have earmarked for this Friday's episode. So make sure you drop your comments and you might get featured.
I'm excited, but yesterday we told you guys about Jake Paul, Zayn Malik, Gigi Hadid, Alyssa Viola, and that drama. So if you missed yesterday's DHR, tune into that. But we have an update for you on what caused all that drama. So like I said, if you want all that tea, then check out yesterday's episode of DHR. But we have an update from TMZ about what went down to cause this drama. According to sources who have talked to TMZ, Jake and Zayn were staying in the same Vegas hotel and were in rooms next to each other. When the fight that they were both there to see ended, Jake was heading back to his room and saw Zayn and his friends get off the elevator. TMZ says that Jake asked, quote, if they were partying. Here's where things get interesting though. According to TMZ sources who are close to Jake, they said Zayn responded by saying, quote, I don't give a if you have a good night. Now, if that's true, we can understand how that might have made him feel some type of way, but they apparently saw each other again and Jake allegedly tried to squash any beef, but TMZ says, quote, according to his account, Zayn got even testier, yelling at Jake and asking, who the do you think you are? Our sources say Zayn even challenged Jake, asking if he wanted to test him. Now, if you watched DHR yesterday, you know Jake then hopped on Twitter to express his thoughts. We're glad that we have an update, but that's not all, because TMZ also says that Zayn's people disagree with Jake's sources. In fact, according to them, quote, Jake was drunkenly pestering Zayn to come party, even though Zayn had already said no. Okay, here's the thing. These are sources. This is all still alleged. You know, I always say unless I hear it from people's mouth.
Yeah.
However, TMZ is pretty reliable.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. You know, there's YouTube celebrities and fame, and then there's like fame. And they're all famous, but I still think YouTubers get starstruck. And if I saw Zayn, I might be like, oh, you know, want to party, bro? And if you've had a couple of drinks, who knows how the interaction went down?
Yeah.
Do you think that Zayn actually responded that way, though?
I don't think Zayn, I feel like it's real, like you said, it's really hard to speculate.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing is speculating. I don't see Zayn responding in that way unless he was really pushed and Jake was actually like overbearing on him to the point where he just was like, yo, you know? I don't know, but I'm hoping and I'm thinking there will be more about this at some point down the track, revealed in an interview. Maybe, you know, it could be in a week from now, it could be a month or even a year.
We'll have to wait. All right, switching gears a little bit. Yesterday, 2/24, was the celebration of life for Kobe and Gianna Bryant. The live memorial service was broadcast. We watched it in the office here on YouTube, and we were getting emotional because there were tributes from Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, Jimmy Kimmel, Alicia Keys, even his wife and her mother, Vanessa Bryant, and it was just really hard to watch but also comforting. And one of the things that really started us all off comfort-wise was Beyonce performing her two songs, EXO and Halo. But there is a little bit of drama. We're gonna break it down. Now, before we get to Beyonce, there were so many more sweet tributes from people who were close to Kobe and Gianna. But like we said, the celebration started with a beautiful tribute from Beyonce. She performed an emotional rendition of her song EXO and her song Halo, and we definitely teared up in the office as we were watching. And even though we were moved, we were shocked to read that there was a little bit of drama behind the scenes. Page 6 exclusively reported that Beyonce banned photos of her performance during the memorial. According to the article, photographers were, quote, forbidden from taking snaps of Beyonce during her performance at Kobe Bryant's memorial in LA on Monday, according to several photo agencies. It goes on to say editors at the Associated Press and Getty Images told the Post that organizers of the live stream Staples Center event prohibited them from taking photos of the Grammy-winning singer or Bryant's children. The article has a quote from an insider at the memorial that said, "It is so offensive to Kobe's family and the fans. Beyonce is so controlling of her image. She usually only allows approved selected images of her to be released, so no photographers at the Kobe Memorial were allowed to take her picture." Really? At a memorial? Not even the family of Michael Jackson did that. The article also pointed out that Beyonce's publicist has had unflattering photos be removed before. Honestly, Susan, the fact that people are getting upset about this really bothers me because Kobe, Vanessa, Beyonce, like they're all friends.
Close.
And Beyonce has known Kobe for years, and I think to criticize somebody for not wanting photos of themselves during that special moment, like she was honoring her friend, she was comforting all of us, especially Vanessa and her children and his whole family. And I just think you don't know what somebody's going through and the emotional toll that it takes. So I just don't think that anybody should have like a right to criticize her if she doesn't want her photo taken during that time. Like, she's emotional.
I agree. And when I first read this article, I personally didn't think it was one of those situations where Beyonce didn't want unflattering photos or photos she didn't approve out of her. My feeling when I read this was, this is such a serious, emotional, deep, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, deep and out of respect, I think, for her. I'm imagining, I don't know, again, I'm just speculating, but I think it was more a respect and out of sympathy and coming from that place, as opposed to, I don't want anyone taking a picture of me because I might not like it. I don't think it was that at all. I think, like you said, Beyonce is very close with Kobe and Vanessa, as is Jay-Z, and it was more out of respect.
Yeah.
All right, switching gears for our next story. So I know everybody is probably like, we've heard enough about Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods and the relationship that once was.
Yeah.
But there is something that is making headlines today. And if you thought that they might rekindle their friendship, you might need to think again. An insider told Us Weekly how Kylie's been doing a year since Dramageddon. They said, quote, "Kylie has been doing well since her and Jordan's friendship ended. She loves hanging out with all her crew of girls now, including Stassi, Iris, and Victoria. And despite spending the majority of her time with Jordan in the past, the source says that Kylie feels very comfortable and like her complete self with her new gal pals. And even though Kylie might be feeling better now that the Jordan drama has finally settled down, while it was happening, as you could imagine, it was a lot for her emotionally. According to the source, Kylie felt very stuck in the middle, but ultimately, she chose family over everything. The source says that, quote, "She and her family are so close, and they suggested that Kylie stay away from Jordan, and that the mentality of once a backstabber, always a backstabber." And a second Us source said, quote, "They felt that it was completely unacceptable. The situation didn't just damage Kylie and Jordan's relationship, but it was a huge family ordeal. But while Kylie has made a new set of friends, that doesn't mean she doesn't still think about and care about Jordan." The source said, quote, "Kylie is such a lover, and she of course misses Jordan at points, but she was more affected by the hurt that was inflicted upon her family versus her relationship with Jordan directly. The family still feels that what Jordan did is pretty unforgivable. Kylie has the mentality that time heals everything, but now is not the right time." I mean, they know what's best.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think anybody should be stressed about them becoming friends again. If they ever do, it will definitely be a shocker.
Yeah.
So I have to wait and see. There's another bit of a rumor that we're going to talk about on Rumor Patrol. So make sure you tune in to Rumor Patrol tomorrow because
About Jordan and
kind of,
Kylie?
yeah, just tune in.
All right, you guys, so BTS joined Jimmy Fallon for the Jimmy Fallon show, and instead of doing the interview in a studio like we normally see, they actually did it in a New York subway on a subway carriage. It is really cool. Jimmy asked them a bunch of fan questions and also found out what their dream careers would be or were before BTS fame. So Jimmy took the opportunity to ask the boys some hard-hitting fan questions from ARMYs. Thank you, Jimmy. One fan asked BTS, quote, "Can you please ask RM and Jimin about the black bean noodle incident?" The boys started laughing as Jimmy said, "What is the black bean noodle incident?" Jimin responded in Korean saying, quote, "We were taking a short break from practice and he said he was going to the restroom, but he actually had gone to eat black bean noodles alone while we were all waiting." RM then chimed in saying,
"I had a stomach ache. I was like, get me noodles as fast as you can," and you know,
It was so fast.
Yeah. Swallowed it and Yeah, boom.
Sounds like he was definitely hungry. Something else the boys revealed that might be a surprise to some of you was their answer when Jimmy asked if there was any audience they wanted to grab who they haven't met yet. Take a listen to what they said without missing a single beat.
John Cena.
John Cena?
We want to see him. He's a big fan of us, and we're the big fan. And yeah, it's like mutually, of course.
RM went on to say they were always watching WWE when they were like 13 and 15, and then gave us this super fun moment that we just can't get enough of.
Like, John Cena! You know what I'm saying?
We do not doubt that Jimmy will definitely be able to make this meeting happen at some point, and we'll be waiting. But something else Jimmy asked the boys in a separate clip was what their secret career dreams were, asking, quote, "Before BTS existed, what did you want to be?" RM responded with this.
Businessman.
No.
Yeah. Study hard and go to, get a nice job. That's my dream.
V then shared his secret dream pre-BTS fame.
Saxophonist.
Jimmy then asks, saxophonist, before asking the crew, do we have a saxophone, before breaking out in some impromptu George Michael pretend saxophone playing. J-Hope then shared his dream career.
Tennis player.
Tennis player.
Tennis?
Ha! Hoya! Ha! Ho! Ho!
Jin then revealed his dream career with the cutest response.
I'm actor.
You want to be an actor?
Yeah.
No, you can't do Home Alone.
And Jungkook's?
My dream was pro gamer. Pro gamer.
A gamer?
Yeah.
Jimmy then asked Jimin the question, and it sounds like he knows Jimin better than we thought.
Host a talk show?
Oh, maybe.
Don't take my job.
And finally, Suga shared what his dream career would be if it wasn't for BTS.
Producer or songwriter.
Oh, really?
I mean, they all sound like really great responses, but I'm really glad things worked out differently because then we wouldn't have BTS.
You know, and I sometimes wonder, what would I do if I was not a host?
And what would you do?
I don't know, I'm just glad I'm a host.
I know, I used to think sometimes I'd want to be an actress, but I actually would rather be a host than an actress, so we're living our dreams, Emile.
If I could sing karaoke for a living, I think I would do that. All right, guys, it is now time for the final rundown. 1 minute 30.
On the clock, starting.
Now, Kendrick Lamar and The Weeknd are being sued. So Kendrick Lamar and The Weeknd are being sued over their song from the Black Panther soundtrack. Reports are saying that they're being sued for their use of a particular element used in their song Pray For Me. The lawsuit is coming from a band, Yesayer, and according to Page 6, the musicians and their creative team allegedly lifted a distinctive choral performance from Yesayer's 2007 track Sunrise, tweaked it, and then made it a material and substantial portion of their hit 2018 single, according to court documents filed Monday. Now take a listen to Sunrise. So those choral notes are a prominent part of the song. Now let's hear Pray For Me. I can definitely hear the similarities, but when it comes to stuff like this, you know, you have to wait to see how it plays out. It's always interesting when it's years later that somebody comes out and says something. But
yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. But moving on to our next story, Demi Lovato had a lot of people saying yes, Demi, with a makeup-free selfie. Demi posted a makeup-free selfie to Instagram last night, and she captioned the photo saying, quote, "Haven't done a no makeup Monday in years, but I figured after posting so many glamorous pics with tons of makeup and hair pieces, it's important to show myself underneath it all. This is what I look like 85 to 90% of the time. Proud of my freckles, proud of my booty chin, and proud of myself for loving and accepting myself the way I am." And of course, people were showing her love in the comments section, like Normani, who said beauty, and Ashley Graham, who said, "Hi beauty."
Yes.
She looked so beautiful, and I was like, if this is what you look like with no makeup, she looked fresh and just glowing and radiant. So good.
Hey, I'm all for a no makeup challenge. I mean,
but at work, I like to wear makeup.
all right, guys, that is a wrap. I felt like I was doing ASMR. All right, guys,
I know, it's like,
that's a wrap on today's episode of DHR. Wait.
Oh, sorry guys. I hit the microphone. My nails are so, like, look how bad this is.
Oh gosh. All right, that is a wrap on DHR because Susan needs to go get her nails done. But before we let you go, I want to know, what do you guys think about Beyonce not allowing photos to be taken of her during the memorial? Do you think that she was right? Do you think that people criticizing her were wrong? I guess those are the same things. I think she was right. Let us know in the comment section below.
Yes, and also I really want to know if any of the responses from BTS about their dream careers pre-fame surprised you or if you had any other thoughts. Let us know in the comments section. Also, what color should I do my nails? Because as Emile just mentioned, I'm missing a few. I'm very bad at keeping up with this sort of stuff. But what color do you want me to paint my nails next? And I'll see if there's any fun responses.
Let us know and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye guys. But hold on. Wait. There's an episode of DHR from yesterday. It's right here, and if you haven't watched it, it's really easy. All you need to do is click.
I know, what are you waiting for? But also, while you're clicking, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell because, you know, we would love it.